Well. Welcome back. Welcome back, Justin. Welcome back, myself, and welcome back, whoever's watching. Face Mom for
Peace, Mom, and
Face Mom, and who knows who else.
I don't
You
know.
never know.
Nope.
But yeah, it's episode 36. We're back. I think more importantly, it's week one of the NFL season, but I feel like we'll swing back around to that at some point throughout this. But yeah, man. Um, Guess I'll ask you first. How did your past week go? When was the last time we recorded? It was a week ago today, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It was early last week. Yeah,
yeah.
early on last week. Yeah, it went normal. Just a lot of work, and then I actually had a long weekend, but still ended up working even whenever I wasn't. But got to do that sometimes.
Yeah, you had to go to that football game, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I was talking about other work, but yeah, I had to go and work that our first home away from home game there down in at Herbert Hoover High School, which shout out Herbert Hoover High School. You guys are a small college. Dude,
They're
they're
down in like Charleston, right, or Elkview?
Elkview, just right off the
Yeah.
Elkview exit. They have a new stadium. Their football stadium and their baseball stadium their football stadium is freaking top. It's really top notch for a high school. It's one it would blow some colleges out of the water. It would have blown us out of the water before. You
Really?
know, it's small scale what we are going to try to achieve with ours. It's really incredible. And I didn't even notice their baseball field until I was looking up, and I just happened to look across, and directly across is their baseball field. Also, brand new AstroTurf, all decked out, nice scoreboards, beautiful color. It was sick. It was very cool. Um, the game sucked. I don't know why, but they scheduled a really good team for our first game, and that team was really good.
Who was it?
It's Emory and Henry University out
Hmm.
of out of Emory, Virginia.
Okay.
I was wondering where they were at because I was like, why would we not play schedule UC because we have a home game against Charleston? I was like, why would we not just schedule them for this game? Like that would have made a lot more sense. But it's just to keep the travel distance there.
Yeah, man. I haven't even looked at their schedule all this year. I don't know who they play. I'm assuming that those people aren't in our conference, right? Because I've never heard of that school. I've heard of most of the.
See,
the
I didn't think that they were in our conference, but whenever I started looking up the schedule and everything, I'm pretty sure because our conferences got shifted around. I think they are now because I know some schools came into our conference that weren't before. But right now I'll send you the schedule here. If anybody else is a Glenville State University fan for whatever the reason, um, you should be a fan of the college football team. That can be iffy sometimes, unfortunately. Um, but here's the home away from home game schedule, just so we know when and who they play. But
our Fairmont game is going to be more of a home game for them than it is for us.
yes, yes,
We're traveling further than they are for us. What is
for,
technically on the schedule a home game?
yep, yep, yeah. It's really it's just iffy. But the game was fine. It surprised me. I was worried there wasn't going to be a lot of turnout since it was a far drive for a technically home game, but it was a really good turnout. A lot of good pictures, a lot of good video, and that's
That's
all that
good.
matters. Yeah, that's all that
Yeah.
matters to me. Seemed like people enjoyed themselves, and I mean, I know me and my crew did everything we needed to, so we were happy with it.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Your team won.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we couldn't do any better, honestly. We succeeded in everything. Um, but 43-17 was how much we lost by.
Oh fuck.
We did not, which we should have had one more touchdown, but they called it back, which was bullcrap. And it really sucks that they called that touchdown back because I had the photos of this amazing catch that the receiver had over the defensive player, him landing and then get like tiptoeing into the end zone. But
Really.
it all got called back, so they were useless. Um,
Was it a penalty or something? Is that why they called it back? Or
Yeah, it was a penalty, but then the defense also had a penalty, so they're like they cancel each other
yeah,
out.
they offset. Yeah.
So, um, other than that though, that the it all went good. Sunday went good. Then we had Labor Day. I got to go golfing at a new golf course up in Parkersburg. I want to just outside of Parkersburg actually. It's only like an hour from town. I want to take you there though. I want us to go there. It is less than the price of Glenville for 18. It is a full 18 hole course. It is like
Oh,
a links course, dude. It is a long open course. It is worst round I've ever played.
that's awesome.
Yep, I shot a 105 straight through. Really bad, but it was fun. So and then yeah, just hung out with family. So pretty good week here in the past few days, I do believe. Other than Layla being sick, anybody that has a kid and has to deal with that repeatedly, 1 day's okay, 2 days all right, 3 days sucks, and then the rest is just hell. So right now we're in hell, hoping to
Yeah,
get out of it soon. And yeah, almost halfway through this week, so that's good actually. I'm
yeah.
chugging along, man.
It is that time of year where everybody gets sick. Everybody like because kids just went back to school. Like I know your daughter's not in school yet, but your wife's a teacher.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
She's
then
at
and you work at a college. Like even though those aren't shitty little dirty kids, it's still a lot of people. Like you're
Yep.
exposed to a lot of people like that. Like it's really easy to bring something home. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
That's actually how it happened. Faith was sick first, then she gave it to me, and then we gave it to Layla. We both gave it to Layla, or I gave it to her. But the little girl's just been beaten up, man. Her nose so raw yesterday, both nostrils just were bleeding. And
Oh, that
oh yeah,
sucks.
see a freaking 17-month-old baby's nostrils bleed, man. It just made me want to go box her a little more, just beat her up a little more.
Your
Uh,
reason to bleed, you little
uh,
motherfucker.
Oh no, I felt bad, but
Yeah, no
yeah,
doubt.
baby, or But other than that, how's your week been? What are you leading
Oh,
into? Actually, I want to
shit,
hear
bro.
one of the things for sure.
Eventful. My week was very eventful. This one's gonna be a long little story time. Um, so I guess it kicked off. We recorded last Wednesday, I believe it was.
Okay.
Thursday, I had my first fantasy football draft for my work league. And what reminded me of it is we were just talking about kids going back to school and getting sick. Well, my manager got sick, so I had to pull double duty at my work draft. I'm sitting there at Permanis with the whole work crew slamming Bud Lights, and um, we're at opposite ends of the round. So he picked. This is a 12-man league. He picked number two. I picked 11. So he called me right when the draft started, told me who he was picking. He got off the phone. We got all the way to my pick. I picked for myself. Looped back around. I picked again because we did snake order like we do in ours.
Hmm.
Looped back around, and halfway through the second round, I would call him back, be like, "Hey, you're up in like three picks." And like every round, I had to get up and send him a picture of the draft board. So I'm saying this was work. This was
Yeah, that's
work for me.
dedication, dude. Good for.
Um,
Oh.
and then he drafted a better team than me too, which fucking annoys me. Because I did it.
Yeah, you technically put two teams together. Yeah, can't even play with the better of them.
Yeah, like I didn't make his decisions, but if I had the number two pick, I would have had a better team too.
That's really
Um,
cool that you guys do that. That would
yeah,
be really fun.
it
And
is.
just a sidebar, you mentioned snake order. Anybody that doesn't do the snake draft in terms of your order whenever you're doing fantasy football, you're really just mean. You're
Yeah,
just
you're out of your
bullies.
mind. Yeah.
That's not fair at all.
Mm-mm. No,
Oh,
yeah, snake order is the way to go in a fantasy football draft. I know they also have like the auction style. That seems too annoying. I couldn't
what
do
is
that.
that? I don't know how that works. I've
They
seen that.
basically, when you start, I don't know what the amount is, but you start with money. Like it's not real money, obviously, but you have like playing a video game, and you're playing like a Madden
Okay.
franchise. You got a salary cap.
Yep.
So you've got like a fucking, and each player costs a certain amount of money, and like you can, and I want to say that you can like bid against each other. I think that's how it works in some leagues. I've never done one. I've only heard people talk about it. I've read a little bit about it. It seems annoying and really easy to fuck up. Like
Hmm.
it seems like it'd be really easy to dump half of your money on like a Lamar Jackson or a Jameer Gibbs, or you know what I mean? Like somebody's
Yep.
just going to score you a shitload of points. Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't think I'm going to ever be interested in doing that. Um, but yeah, I had my work draft. I left the work draft and we went to. I met Jocelyn up at the mall and we went to MacBid and picked up some shit. I don't know if you ever heard I don't know if you heard about that.
I've not.
It's like online auctions of open box stuff. Yeah, search Mac.bid is what it is.
Oh yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah. Got us some furniture. We got a dresser and a stand in my bedroom. We got a bookshelf right here next to me. I'm in a different room. I don't know if you noticed. I'm once again in a different
I
setup.
have.
We've got the spare room almost set up the way we want it to be set up. Um, Still got some shifting around and stuff to do. I got a bunch of shit lined up along the wall back here that I got to go through and donate some of it, and then the rest of it I'm going to store away in this closet. But
Yeah.
it's coming along nicely. Like it looks like a room that people occupy. I'll send you a picture of it. I got my bookshelf here with the Funkos and a plant on it.
Yeah, throw that up. We'll throw that up. Everybody check out our decor. We're starting to get some.
It's hopefully
Ideas.
I don't know exactly what way I want to set it up. I kind of want this in my background. So I think before it's all said and done, I will end up in that corner back there.
Yeah.
Um, because well, another reason that wall behind me is brick, so I can't really hang up anything without command strips or using the hooks that are already there. That's why that Steelers street sign is vertical, because
Or that
there's
ultimate
only one
warrior.
nail there.
That ultimate warrior pop.
Oh yeah, that thing's sick.
Uh, that's very nice. I like that.
Yeah,
Charmander's up top. Yeah, that looks
yeah,
great,
dude.
dude.
Yep,
Oh, I love
I
it.
got the Charmanders up top. I got
Yeah,
Ultimate
Picola's
Warrior,
down there.
the Ultimate
Oh,
Warrior, Orange Piccolo, and Barry Sanders are on the second
bro.
fiddle.
That's awesome. It's a good start, dude. That's great.
Yeah,
I can't wait. I'm gonna get you some Funko Pops to add to that and just some decor. We'll get all kinds of little goodies.
yeah. I wanted to do that yesterday. Which I'll get to in a second to tell you where I was yesterday. But yeah, then we went and picked up the furniture, brought it back here. I didn't have to do any of the setup. Shout out to Jocelyn for that one. I worked all weekend, so I had the draft and picked up the shit Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday I was working, and while I was working, she was here putting together all this stuff.
Nice. That's
um,
awesome, Edward. Good for you,
yeah,
Jocelyn.
yeah. So she put together all this shit, and she was short a couple of pieces. That's the unfortunate thing about MacBid is that sometimes you're missing stuff from the box, but she got everything for like $30, like total, like not each, like
Yeah.
a bookshelf, a nightstand, and a dresser.
So you guys
So
aren't complaining about it at all, then.
no,
Yeah.
I forget what the exact number was, but I know it was very low. I'm sure she's gonna end up overhearing me and text me what the exact number is because she's just
If
sits over
so, we'll
there.
throw it in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right
But
at that point, you guys probably saw a number pop up. That's how much it cost.
but it was cheap as fuck. Yeah, there's the text message right there. 28. That's what it was.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
he just said it, but you guys saw it first. So that's how you know.
Yep. But
Uh,
that's a steal for the shit that we got. The bookshelf's really nice too. Like
yeah, that's awesome.
the dresser's not like a dresser. Like it's not a big wooden one like you'd picture. It's got the frame and it's got the collapsible like drawers in it. So it's really light. It's still like a good functional dresser. It's just not like what you picture a dresser to be. It's not big and bulky and heavy, and it wasn't a giant son of a bitch to bring into the house.
Yeah, that's good.
It was just in a box. Yeah, it was.
Well,
Um,
looking at that shelf right there, that's a definitely cost more than $30 itself. It seems that is
yeah,
not one of those cheap plastic ones. Actually, like a cheap one I have over in that corner.
yeah. No, the bookshelf kicks ass.
That's awesome.
I
It looks
definitely got to
pretty
get some
tall
more
too.
things for it.
How tall is it?
It's not very. Me sitting down with my chair low right now, I'm eye level with the top. Like I'm looking Charmander in his eyeballs.
I get it. I was just seeing the space between the shells, but it looks like it's like two Funkos and then an extra 2 inches, maybe an extra inch.
Yeah, it's probably like 4 feet tall.
That's good though. That's actually
Yeah,
a lot of space. Nice. Well, heck yeah, good pickups too, dude.
yeah, no doubt. I didn't even. That's shout out to Jocelyn for picking them out too. She picked them out, bought them. put them together. The only thing that I did was meet her up there to put them in my car because for once there's more space in my car than there is hers somehow. It's because we got all of our fishing stuff in hers. That's why.
Mm.
But yeah, we did that. I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Sunday we had our fantasy draft. And I think we can circle back around and talk about that in a minute because I want to go a little in depth
Yeah.
to that. But then yesterday, what I sent you the picture of, I sent you a picture of all the Hot Wheels cars. We went to these Labor Day festivities. It was almost like a fair, and it had a big ass flea market there.
Oh, that's awesome.
There was all kinds of shit. I regret not picking up some things.
Hmm.
I found this old Stone Cold Steve Austin figure with a like it talked. He had like a microphone in his hand, and if you clicked his belt buckle, he'd say like his catchphrases and shit.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. I had that exact thing when I was a kid, but this one that I found was like still in the box.
Oh, dude, you should have gotten it.
Yeah.
That's why I grabbed the random stuff. It's just
It was a little smashed up, but like the not the figure, like the box was a little smashed up. The thing was in perfect condition. Yeah.
the memories that it brings back. That's why I like toys. It's the memories they flood back with, dude.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And then I found there was this guy selling NASCAR shit. It was just various different NASCAR things. He had other things too, but like the NASCAR things were the main setup that he had.
Hmm.
And then the thing that I sent you was just a bunch of Hot Wheels cars, and that was one of like two or three stands. There were at least two, maybe three stands that had just a bunch of cars. Like I know one had all Hot Wheels shit. One had like NASCAR diecast, like the big motherfuckers.
Yep.
Um, there were places with like Funko Pop. The only reason I didn't leave with a Funko Pop is the Funkos they were selling. They were super overpriced.
Yeah. What kind of Funkos do you like, dude? I've got so many, and I've got the hookups on some cheap ones. I'd like to get you guys some. What do you and Jocelyn like?
Um, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm
Because
trying to
Funko
think.
Pops are like I know what like movies and shows and stuff you like, but they're almost like representations of really who you are in a small sense when you walk in a room. So
Yeah,
like,
they really are. You say that, and then I look over at mine, and I see two Charmanders, a wrestler, a Dragon Ball character, and a football player. I'm like, yeah,
yeah, you just described part of this podcast.
yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah, no,
that's so
that's
funny.
as for her, I don't know what all they like what all Funko Pop wise or what all TV wise they have Funko Pops of. I'd imagine it's pretty much fucking everything.
Just about,
Um
just about.
yeah, shit.
Does she like serious shows?
Yeah, yeah, for the most part. She likes shows with like a good mix. Like I know the show that she watched she'd seen it before, but she watched it again over like she just got done with it. I think she had seen it one time through before, but she just got done with it again like from the time that I moved in here till probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, she was watching Shameless.
Oh yeah.
This is a pretty good show. I like it. I like it. I didn't watch as much of it as she did because she mainly like watched it when I wasn't here. But sometimes we would watch it, and I enjoyed it when I watched it.
Yeah.
Um,
I really
I,
liked Shameless. It got really awkward because it was just too real and inappropriate at times for me. I was like, man,
yeah,
my life was I don't even know about this type of stuff. What the
I know she really likes Halloween shit.
Okay.
Horror movies. She
Okay.
likes horror movies. That's her big things. I know because that's what we when we went to the Dollar General a little bit ago. That's what we were in there looking at a lot of the time was just fall shit and Halloween shit. Um,
Well, sweet. I love that.
as for me, I think I almost one that I almost bought yesterday. It was like the only wrestler one that I saw there, but I was like, I gotta add another wrestler Funko to the collection. But it was AJ Styles. I didn't pick it up. If I thought about it, I thought about it real heavy. I was like, oh shit, do I want this? And then I got distracted by another one. I think I saw like Demon Slayer ones, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta go look at these.
I didn't know you see I've seen so many Demon Slayer ones, but I've only watched a few episodes of it. So like I know about the show, but I don't know it
Oh,
enough
dude,
to
I
where
think Demon Slayer kicks ass. I love Demon
Everybody
Slayer.
says that. My coworker Joey, we actually had a conversation about it because I brought it up, and I said, "Yeah, there's this show that my friends recommend." I said, "I've watched a few episodes. It's really good." And once I started describing it, he's like, "Demon Slayer, I
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about," and because he's super into all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know what are like the good pops in those ones. You know what I mean? Because I don't
Yeah.
know enough about the show.
Tanjiro is probably one of the bigger ones. He's like the main character. Tanjiro is probably a one that a lot of people like.
Okay.
Nezuko, his sister. That's another good one. I saw that one. That was one of the expensive ones at the thing that I saw because it was like the one that I saw specifically was it was a something exclusive. I forget where, but it was like because you know how every store has they're like, oh, you can only buy this here. Like I got you one. I think it was the Blue Beetle. It was like a GameStop exclusive or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And my I think my Ultimate Warrior is like a Walmart exclusive. Like, so some of them can only be found at like certain places, and I forget what that one was, but the Nezuko one that I saw was exclusive somewhere, and it
Yeah.
was like fucking $40. I was
Yeah.
like, damn.
Between me and Faith, because she also I collect them for her too, and Layla.
Yeah,
But like, um, I don't think I've ever spent more than unless it's for Faith for Christmas or a custom one. I would never spend over like $15-20 for one.
no,
The only one that I have is my giant Optimus Prime that's signed by Peter Cullen, and it's because it's signed by Peter Cullen. So like the
yeah,
value is there and not in the stupid plastic. Because I have taken a few of them out, and I'm like, oh, this is so much disappointing. It's so much less fun to have it out of the box because the box has so much of the art and like
yeah,
what it is that whenever you get it out, you're like, this is just this is less than the Power Ranger toys we used to get because you can't even move their arms. You just
right.
stare at it.
The one of the coolest ones that I ever saw that I wish I would have got looking back on it was at Walmart and it was like a set. It was a set like all in one box, but it was DX, it was Triple H and Shawn Michaels. It was the little Funko Pops, and they were doing the thing with their hands
Oh,
before they
that's
did the crotch
awesome.
chop thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I was like,
awesome.
I should get this, but I didn't get it.
I don't think I have like big ones, but I don't think I have any that are that have two people in them. That's cool.
Yeah,
Was it expensive?
I don't think so. I just saw it at Walmart. I didn't see it at the thing. I just saw it at Walmart.
Hmm. That
But
might be worth looking into then, huh?
yeah, these people that were selling those at the fair thing, they had fucking so many of them. It didn't even make any sense. I was like, holy shit. Like some people, that's exclusively what they sold. Like there was a tent that had, dude. If I were to take a guess, 500 minimum.
Well, the issue is just because I have been on all the sites and all the auctions, I've realized it through things like Whatnot. So you can go onto auction sites like Whatnot and go to the Funko page, and they'll run Funko. You're buying a Funko between every five. They're selling one between every 5 seconds and 20 seconds max.
Damn.
And this is it's a 20. They do 24/7 hour streams, and the max that they've done is a 72-hour stream, and then they have to shut it off. They shut it off for 30 minutes and get right back on because it's a full warehouse where they just buy out. And I've realized I talked to people that do Hot Wheels since getting into those the last few months, and that's what people do is that they just sit there and they'll spend $2,000 on a lot at super cheap, thinking that they can just resell everything.
Yeah.
Because I used to think that everybody was just collectors like me, and they're like, no, that's not at all it. Because which makes sense because if you're a collector, you don't collect everything. You only collect the stuff that you're into or a very specific like type of
Yeah.
stuff. So that's crazy. I want to know how people and how where they are getting that many from the
I
like.
know, dude.
That's crazy.
Then I saw another place that had I saw another place that had wrestling figures, and I saw it from a distance, and I was like, "Oh, this would be pretty cool. Like maybe I'll find something nice." And I showed up there, and there were only two that they had there that were in the boxes, and I was like, "Damn, that sucks." Because like if I wanted one of these, I'd want it in the box.
Yeah.
I'm not a kid anymore. You know, if I was a kid going to that place, I'd be like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit if they're in the box or not. I'm gonna play with them." But like as an adult, I'm like, well, for one, they got to be old. Like I
Yeah.
don't I don't care for any new ones. They got to be old, and two, they got to be in the box, and they're not.
Wasn't worth it then. Yep.
No,
I like it, man.
they had two in the box, and they were AEW ones, so there's no way they could have been old because it's not an old
Yeah.
company.
No.
And they weren't even like they weren't even anybody that like I would want to have anyway. So I was like, wow, that fucking sucks.
I like that, man. Yeah, don't lower your standards. Nobody lower your standards in collecting.
No,
You'll just end up regretting. Even if it's a $5 purchase, you'll be like, man, that's such a dumb $5. I've
yeah,
done that so many times with coins and stuff. Oh, stay away from that stupid shit.
there was one guy that had coins there as well, but not that many. He had a very small amount of coins there, but I could just see him from behind like the he had him like over on his side of the table, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, Justin would fucking eat this place up.
Yeah, I would. I'd stare right at him. I'd be like, "You're overpriced or not at all." That's the. Yeah, I could go into
Yeah,
flea markets. Flea markets are you either get the people. You never get deals on coins. That's the issue there. Because
yeah,
was it an older guy?
yeah,
Yeah, it's always older guys, and they've been collecting since the '80s, so they've they know their shit.
yeah.
That makes sense.
And there was a whole shit like it was crazy going to the one with the NASCAR cars because I was like going through there and I was like, wow, I had this one and this one and this one and this one. I was just like going through the whole list, like the Dale Jr. Coca-Cola one.
Hmm.
There was the Dale Earnhardt. Actually, no, it wasn't Dale Earnhardt. It was Dale Jr. But the whatever the fucking Xfinity series used to be, it used to be something else. Bush. It used to be the Bush series. That's what it was. But it was an old Dale Jr. Bush series number three
Hmm.
because he drove the number three whenever he was still in the Bush series for a little bit. Um, just all kinds of them that I remember seeing there. I was like, damn, I had these.
Yeah.
So like
If
old Rainbow Jeff Gordon was there.
Yeah, do you there was a guy that he did Hot Wheels as well because I bought a Batman from him, but he did primarily NASCAR stuff at that diecast show that I went to. Do you know what the price was for, like, let's say one of the 1/16th cars?
Um, no, not off the top of my head. Not that I remember. I
I want to
remember
know.
I only looked. The only thing I ever really looked at the prices of was when I went to that NASCAR tent, and some of them were like 25, $30. They were yeah, so. But I only looked at a few of them before I was like, nah, I don't need one.
Yeah.
It
I
would have been a whole different story if that thing was a week later and I just got a fresh paycheck. I'd have been like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
I need all of them.
I was looking at the 1/16th scale ones just because, if you're a NASCAR fan, your parents in the early 2000s definitely had those, like you were saying, Wyatt. Those
Mm,
1/16 scales were just the coolest things. I was looking at those to get my dad one for his birthday, but it's just that guy was charging like $60 a piece for it, and
really?
I told him, I was like, if I come back and I have the money, I will get it.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what a fair price for that thing was, so just curious. But cool.
There was another place I saw had a bunch of old CDs, which is cool. I forgot to bring my old CDs in here to show you.
Oh, I want to eat
But
up some CDs, bro.
I got my not at the fair, but at the thing we went to the week before, I got my mom an old Kid Rock CD.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it wasn't still in the plastic, so of course I took it out and listened to it first.
Still work just fine?
Yeah, it works just fine.
Good, good.
That's the nice thing about having like not a new car is I still got a CD player.
Yep.
So
That's what I had to just do whenever I was cleaning out my car there this weekend, was eject all my CDs that I had, because I don't want to get rid of those whenever I take it up to my mom's.
dude, I remember when my little brother was a kid that tried to put like four CDs in the CD slot at the same time and he broke it. He was like putting them like he had one in and then he was trying to put like another one in there.
Not waiting for it to cycle through.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that for some reason reminded me. Do you remember the old DVD players that held multiple DVDs for like if you were super fucking lazy and you didn't want to get up and change your shit?
I actually don't remember those, but it makes sense that they had those, because that sounds
Dude,
like the exact reason they did.
yeah. It sounded like something
Just
that Andy would have. My dad had one. My dad had one that was like fucking. It held like 8 DVDs in it,
there's
and you
no
did,
way.
it was
There's
just tall as fuck, and it had 8 different disc trays.
You know what? I don't know. You know what? One, there's no way Andy didn't. I think I remember something like that, but eight's a lot. That's a pretty tough. Man, you're
Yeah,
really lazy. You got 16 hours worth of movies.
yeah,
Holy man, that's whenever times were simpler. You didn't have to worry about anything. If the phone ain't ringing, you don't have to get up and worry about anybody talking to you, anybody worrying about you that isn't in the house. That man, just sit down and watch 16, 17 hours worth of movies straight. Why not?
yeah. And then after the thing, pretty much just came home, didn't do shit. I woke up this morning, and I woke up this morning and I watched the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh movie because I was off today.
The original movie?
Yeah, the one that was in the theaters. I don't know if you remember it, but like you go to the theater and with your ticket they would give you a card.
I don't remember that.
They gave four cards, and I remember I went with a party of four because it was me, um, my mom, Josh, and his girlfriend at the time, and they were all like, Josh and his girlfriend were teenagers. My mom was 30 years older than
Your
me.
mom, yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like a little 7-year-old kid, so I got all four of the cards that they were giving out of that movie, and I
Dang.
felt like I hit the lottery. I was like, oh shit.
Dude, I bet if you had those would be worth at least freaking 30, $40 right now.
Probably. I sold all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards years ago.
Did you?
Yeah, made good money off of them. Like I sold the whole lot. Like I think I kept some of my rarer ones. They might still be at mom's house. I'd have to find them. But I sold like I had a whole big fucking shoebox. I sold for like $250, and that was just the ones that like I didn't use. Like uh, I don't know why I just said a couple years ago. I sold like fucking 10 years ago. I forget how old I am. Probably more than that. Probably 15 years ago.
Yeah,
I
I was
turned
16.
I turned 28 in a hop, skip, and a jump from now. Like,
Yeah, you got we started college 9 years ago.
yeah, that's bullshit.
Dude,
I
is
hate it,
that
dude.
I was talking to my sister yesterday whenever we were all up at my parents and like she was like, "Oh, she said something and I said that." And then like I went into a deep void because I was like, "What the where has time went, dude?"
Yeah, I think it's crazy to think like not. I've been out of college for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been living up here. December's either second or fourth. I forget which, but it makes the 6 year mark of me being here. Like I'm not new here anymore.
No.
My like
No.
my whole mindset the whole time I've been here is like, yeah, I haven't lived here that long. Like I have now.
Yeah, most of yeah, all of your adult life really. Like
Hmm.
your real adult life.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah, it has been all of my real adult life because it was. I moved up here before graduation because I remember I drove back down for graduation, like last day of classes. My last day of class, I had a car full of shit to drive up to the apartment and move in, the one that I had with Chase. So like I got off of class and I left. I had to make multiple trips. Like I kept coming back down, but like I remember that was the first bit of things that I moved in. I had the back seat and the passenger seat of the Cobalt all filled up. I got done with like my finals or whatever. I got in my car and I fucking hit the road and I went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And then, went to the apartment for the first time. So that was almost six full years ago.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Getting old.
Yeah, it's horseshit, man. I hate it.
I hope that Mackenzie and Amanda get their shit together and schedule a reunion for our class.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I'm glad I muted my mic for that one, dude. That burp was like a thunder.
They have their shit together. They just need to get this
Get
in
this
order.
shit together. They
Yeah.
need to get shit together for us.
Yes. Come on. We
It's
all
funny.
want to see
It's
each
funny
other.
that you say that because I do believe like I don't know. I don't know how they are now. Almost 10 years after the fact. But back in school, if they were two, like if I were to picture one person organizing and orchestrating a high school reunion, it would be one of those two.
Yeah. Any other year besides senior year, because senior year made me think like, oh, senior year made me think that a lot of people would. Senior year, like, I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of our class got closer, or at least gained a lot of respect for each other and acknowledgement of like, man, this is it. Like,
Dude, I could tell you what, if I had a lot of money, I would organize one.
oh my gosh,
Like
that'd be the
no question, no question. I would fucking
that'd be,
organize one open bar. Like yeah, I'd hunt down everybody, find out where they live. The hunt down's a bad way to put that. I'd find out where everybody lived. And I'd send them invites.
politely,
Yeah, yeah, in a very
very
polite
nicely
fashion.
ask for their presence at this event,
Yeah,
and not at all hunt them down and threaten their lives.
but
Oh,
yeah, like if I had an obscene amount of money, I would organize one, and I'd make sure it was the coolest shit ever.
yeah, well, that's the thing is that if we have one, it'll be cool. Just because it'll
Yeah,
be fun to get everybody back together. Well, not see what everybody's been doing. That's the thing. Ever since like 2010, really MySpace, but 2010, I'll say, is you don't know, you already know what everybody's up to.
yeah.
Anybody that's like, you know, at all alive on Earth. I don't post on social media, but 2 times a year, and yet people still know what I'm up
You just
to.
know what you're doing. Yeah.
So it's, I guess, more just the camaraderie of seeing everybody again
That,
and being like,
that's
man,
that's what I was about to say. Like, I don't even, and I don't mean this in a rude way, but I don't really care what everybody's doing. I care how they're doing. You know what I
yes,
mean? Like,
I just want to see everybody talk and just freaking like,
yeah.
man, think about the stories that are gonna come up
Oh my
and
God.
oh, that'll just be. I was just showing. It's so funny. We were talking about because we were working convocation a couple weeks ago, um, and we were talking about freshman year, and my boss was like, "Yeah, convocation was like nothing. We didn't really do anything." And I was like, "Listen, they're doing so much because they had so many activities for the freshmen and parties for the freshmen planned." I said there was nothing for us, but I pulled out pictures from our convocation. It's me, you, Ethan, Haley, Autumn. It's our whole crew that went to Glenville, sitting at convocation in that row, and
In a
then the
row,
very
yeah.
in that very next snap is all of us at Autumn's house, and after convocation, and I was like, we had a dang good time. Like our crew stuck together for that beginning of college, and it was cool. Or
They
that
did
school.
until people started quitting college. I think if a lot of that group didn't quit, I mean, I don't think a lot of that group did quit college, but if some people in that group didn't quit college, I think that would have been like a long running thing because
Yeah.
like we hung out a good bit and it pretty much got established at that graduation party. Like we graduated and then all the Glenville people were like, "Hey, we're all going to the same college. Like we should keep doing this type of shit."
Yep.
And then we all kind of did.
We did for months, like six
Yeah, we
months.
we did like that summer, and then whenever school started, we did as well, and then for a couple months after that, and then
Yeah.
it was like a couple people started, not even
Just
leaving the town, just leaving school, and we were like, well, yeah, well, what can
less
you do?
convenient to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how plans were made. That's how plans were made. Is we'd run into each other on campus, or we'd have classes with each other and shit. Be like, hey, we're doing this.
Find out when you're free and be like, oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, orientation weekend was a fucking blast. I remember that. I remember me and Caribbean just getting fucking blasted on fucking Crown,
Yeah.
going to everything that we ended up going to. I remember, like there's an old Snapchat memory that popped up a couple weeks ago. I remember seeing it because it's about that time of year. But it was just me sitting there in the auditorium, just hammered. I'm like, I'm just like, and I took it. I took the video, and I'm just sitting there like, oh.
Smart enough to save it because you knew you'd want to see it later.
Yeah.
That's where that's at. Your mind was in the right place, even though it was in the wrong place.
And then there was another one with like 8 of us in Caribbe's Jeep.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that, dude.
There was
Madison. Yeah, I remember
yeah, there was Caribbean was driving. I think you were riding shotgun.
that. Madison was with me
I think yeah.
because there were multiple people on sitting on multiple laps. We
Yeah.
had his Jeep way too packed.
It was way too packed. I was in the back. Me, Haley, and Haley were in the back. I think it was you, Caribbean, and Madison were up front, and Lucas was in the fucking back end of the Jeep in front of the hatch.
Dude, I just showed Faith this because it just popped up on my memories. I got to go back to 2016. Holy crap. I have a picture from when Haley and Lucas were dating, and it was taken in Autumn's driveway, they found one of Autumn's like fake hair pieces or something, and oh my gosh, that's such a
Oh,
throwback.
dude, here it is right here.
Oh, he's just he
There were
looked like
7 people in that Jeep.
bro. He looked like a kid.
Dude, we all did.
Oh, this right here is so. Oh, so this just popped up because that just happened.
Dude, I used to be so, like, much less fat. There's a picture of me and Caribbean that I'm about to send you. 'Cause Caribbean was taking a picture, and then I took out my phone and took a picture of his picture.
Dude, I remember using FaceTiming, or Kevin was FaceTiming Ty, and I was Snapchatting Ty, Kevin FaceTiming Ty, and that just being a running thing. I love that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I remember that too. I
we
have
like,
a I have a video on here. I don't know how I remember this so vividly. I don't even know if I can find it, but it was yeah, it was me, you, and Kevin at the house in your room. Kevin sitting there on FaceTime with Ty, and Kevin goes, "Ty, what are you doing?" He said, "Rolling marijuana." That was the way he said it. No, Kevin asked what he's
bro,
got there. He said, "What do you got there, Ty?" He said, "Marijuana."
dude, man, that's just those are some of the funniest, simplest times. Like, oh,
Yeah, dude, it's hard to believe it was that fucking long ago.
it's really depressing that it is, dude. Because man, oh man, that's just depressing because it's like those times are they won't happen again,
Yeah,
and that's the hardest thing is like I love that I remember 'em, or that we're able to kind of reminisce as much as we are, but shoot, dude, that's just,
we
those
need to go through our memories one time and have just an episode where we just sit here slideshow style with a bunch
I
of hilarious shit that we find in our memories.
let's do that. 100%. You know what? Let's schedule that in.
Let's try to do that next week because I'll see like if you're not busy this weekend, I'll see you in person this weekend.
Okay,
So
see, we're gonna.
we can sit down and like scroll through them and like send them back and forth. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. 37. I'm putting that down right now. Primary. We're gonna do a throwback memory episode.
Dude, that'd be good. An old fucking reminiscing episode.
Well, that's good. It's funny. We're just talking about reminiscing. Let's just go into it. I'm just gonna send you a whole bunch of pictures here. Anybody that's watching this, let me know if you've seen any of these or remember any of these snacks. I saw all these pictures and it just took me back, dude. There was a lot more, but these are four that like I'm pretty sure everybody will remember. Um, and if you don't, that sucks because these things were good.
Dude, I'm just scrolling, looking at my stuff right now, like on my Snapchat memories, and I've already got an idea, like 6 that I want to put on here. Some of them are videos. Some of them I think we should plug in as a commercial.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna open this.
I need to put that monster truck one on the YouTube. That does good. Um, yeah, that'll be
Oh
so
my
great.
god, dude! I remember the little. I was talking to somebody about these. The chip, the chocolate, like the
The
swoops.
swoops, yes.
I forget who I was talking to about those. I asked somebody. I said, "Do you remember those little Pringles style chocolates?" And I thought I got like Mandela affected because I think I was talking to Jocelyn about it. I might be wrong. It might have been somebody else, but that's about the only person I talked to, so I don't know who else it would have been. But I thought I was getting like Mandela affected because anytime I've ever brought those up, people are like, no, I don't remember those." I'm like, "No, I definitely do."
And that's what you were talking about?
That is what I was talking. I forgot what they were called though. If I remembered what they were called, I would have Googled them right then and there. Like these things, I forgot what they were called.
I did too. I didn't know it all, but whenever I saw it, I was like, holy crap, those are awesome. And then you go over, I remember those kudos bars. Those things really were a freaking,
I don't think I remember those.
Oh, dude, those were the best. They were just a candy bar. They were the best granola bars ever.
Yeah.
So good. I remember the Jello pudding pops just because I think that that's like the first adaptation of how now they've went to like the gummy
Hmm.
popsicles and stuff like that. So worth throwing in there. Plus, they were delicious. That vanilla and chocolate swirl.
Oh my god, dude, Yogos.
And Yogos, those hit so hard. In like usually whenever I think of childhood things discontinued, I think of Trix yogurt. I think stuff in that area. I forgot about these things, dude. Those were the like if you had those as a snack, whoo,
Yeah.
those. I can
Dude,
still taste those.
they brought the shapes back to the Trick cereal. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
For the longest time, the Trick cereal was just like the little balls,
Hmm.
like Captain Crunch style, like or no, not Cap. Yeah, they were shaped like the Crunch Berries, like just the little circles. Well, I at Dollar General today, I saw like the classic style Trick cereal that were shaped like the fruit.
Nice. They probably
Yeah,
did that because they're like, well, we're not having to spend all this money on dyes. Now we can put it back into the
put it back in
discs
the
of
effort.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Oh, good. Mark those off. Well, we were just talking about candy. Before we pivot to football, Wyatt, I would like to
Yes.
show everybody Dawn. This is Dawn the Gummy Bear.
Is that an inflatable or is that an actual gummy bear?
It's an inflatable. If it was a
Oh,
real,
dude.
if it was a
Uh,
real if it was a real gummy bear, he'd probably be headless. I probably would be just right over top.
yeah,
It's just inflatable.
that would have been funny as fuck if you just held that thing up and took a bite out of it.
Oh, that would be the best. I could. It wouldn't be too good for me, but he,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him a little T-shirt made, and he's gonna have the Backroad Banter podcast logo on it, and he will be in the studio one day.
That's awesome.
So, Don the Gummy Bear.
Yeah. Oh shit. I accidentally pulled up a screen on my thing. Yeah. Also, speaking of candy, I got candy corn sitting here. Is this that time
Nice.
of year?
It is.
I
It's
just I
getting
just
to
felt
it.
like throwing that in there. You're one of the people that likes candy corn, right? Candy corn's one of those candies that like either you love it or you hate it. I've never heard anybody say like, "Oh, it's okay."
And I can understand it if you hate it. It's a pretty shitty snack, but
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I like sugar, and that is just compressed sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So why not?
Yep.
Plus, I, it's good as long as you don't overeat it. You can overeat in a sit down, and you're like, oh, I'm done for the rest of the year now.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing. Now I want some candy corn. I haven't had some since last year. Darn.
Dude,
What's going on?
candy corn's like the McRib of candy. Like you can only get it one time a year, and nobody thinks it's just okay. Everybody either loves it or fucking hates it.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm putting that on screen right now. That's gonna be McRib
it
on
is.
Wyatt's side, candy corn on mine.
Yeah,
Those equal each other. Holy cow!
it is the McRib of candy. You can only get it
Great
one time a
analogy.
year. You can only get it one time a year, and there's nobody that's fence sitting candy corn or McRib. Everybody's either like, oh fuck those things. Oh my god, they're back.
Yep,
There's
that
no
is
in
a
between.
that's such a good point.
I had a good one the other day. I was talking to Jocelyn, and I called cheese pizza the Diet Coke of pizza. I said because like if it's like it's not something that I go out looking for, but if
If it's
like
there, you'll have it.
if it's there, I'll have it. If it's the only thing there, I'll have it. Like that's how Diet Coke is. It's like, well, I don't like it, but if it's all there is to drink, I'll drink it.
Yeah,
That's
I've grown to like cheese pizza more as an adult than what I did as a kid. It's weird.
Yeah, I do too. I appreciate cheese pizza a lot more like the fatter I get because I don't get as much heartburn from the I don't get heartburn from the pepperoni.
I don't get heartburn. Mine, I think it's I'm just lazy, so I get like not putting extra stuff on at this point.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with just having a plain Jane pizza every now and again. Sometimes you gotta keep it simple.
Dude, some places have a cheese pizza that is not bad at all.
I don't mind Pizza Hut's cheese pizza. Um,
No, it's not bad.
I actually
I wouldn't I don't think I'd ever touch a Domino's cheese pizza though. I
I
go
don't
to
know if
Dom
I've ever had.
I don't think I have either, but I go to Domino's for the toppings, man. Like
I don't mind Domino. I like Domino's crust. My issue with Domino's is their sauce. Sometimes they put way
Yeah.
too much sauce on their crap, and then it's like, dude, what? It's just a mess. It's just, ugh. Then you're basically eating a deep dish or a Chicago style pizza, and
Yeah.
not deep dish. Deep dish is awesome. I love deep dish pizzas. Little crispy edges. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. One of the production managers Sunday bought everybody pizza, and I went like late to lunch, and the only thing that was left was like 2, 3 slices of cheese pizza, and I was like, damn. And
oh.
this was after I had the other conversation too. It was like the day after. I was like, well, it's time. It's time for Diet Coke, I guess.
He said, I gotta eat these words that I
Yeah,
spoke into
that's
existence.
exactly what it was. I was like, man, I said yesterday if it's all that there was, I'd eat it. So here it is.
That's really funny, dude. Oh my gosh. Uh, that's too funny. I don't. I want to get into football here. We can, but I just want you to know that Selena 52 Truck Stop has blown the up on social media in the last few months for some reason. And look, like, that's no joke. Go to their Facebook. I know it's no correlation to us, dude.
But we can pretend it is.
We can pretend it is for the sole fact if there are people on my friends list that were sharing memes from the Selena 52 truck stop on Facebook. And I was like, how are you? What the hell? Like, that makes no sense.
Jocelyn sent me one this morning.
Their Facebook is rocking, dude. I love that shit. They're
She
so funny.
sent me one this morning, and I don't even know if I don't know if she knew if that's where Piss Jugman was from. Yeah, she sent me this one. It was the kid in the shirt that says Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah, where they're complaining. He really took advantage of that jug. I like did you see the Belinda one?
Mm-mm.
I'll screenshot
Oh,
and send it.
here it is. I found it just now.
Her carrying the guy.
Yeah, cashier Belinda has been letting elderly people ride her to save energy in a desperate attempt to win Employee of the Month. This man re-entered the store countless times, in the parentheses too. Belinda happily carried him back to his car each time. Her efforts are still unlikely to earn her Employee of the Month, since lead cashier Colby survived a direct meteorite impact recently, giving him a clear advantage.
I went back after reading that. They made a post like a few weeks before about Colby getting hit by a meteorite. So they're playing on their stuff weeks later.
That's awesome.
They're doing really good. Like, their page is just good. I'm really happy with what they're.
I think we should reach out to them and see if they want to make a Selena 52 movie.
Oh, that would be the best.
Yeah, that would kick ass.
They have one where they have it won't show. There's about a 6-year-old boy holding on to a pump and just deep throating the nozzle of a gas pump. And they say this young man was hauled off to juvie yesterday after mistaking pump 15 for our sweet tea pump. Sweet tea pump. That is such a creative thing, causing it to become contaminated and closed while a hazmat investigates. We do believe he did this as a social media stunt to gain clout in the gas community of TikTok. His parents will be forced to relocate to Kentucky, along with the assurance that they will never visit Selena 52 again. Sweet
Here's
tea
a
only.
here's a
I
good one,
love
dude.
it.
It's a picture of these two Snickers wrappers, or these two Snickers bars. And then the caption says "Manager Jacob," and then in parentheses "gay." Is they said that like that was what his injury was, and that's why he was out for the football game. Manager Jacob Gay is painstakingly deveining our Snickers due to suggestive nature. We do not feel comfortable selling candy that may cause customers to have impure thoughts while eating. Selena 52 asks that Snickers consider removing the vein to prevent time-consuming process we've instituted to ensure our candy is pure.
I love the thoroughness. That's what it takes. That one that about that kid deep throating the non-sweet tea pump. people replied to them in their comments. Selena then, the truck stop then sub-commented and said, "The sweet tea pump is and always has been pump 3. We have made it blue to make it very obvious. His excuses did not fly with us." And then that picture that they sent you, they added the picture of the sweet tea pump at number 3.
That's awesome.
So
This is the kind of shit that AI pictures are for.
yes,
This
that's
is the
that's how
kind
you
of shit that
use
AI
it.
pictures are for.
So I just wanted to shout them out because they are doing very well with their social media. On top of the fact that I think that there is a real truck stop, that's just not it. I think there
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
real, but yeah.
I looked into that. There is one. That's just not what it's called, but there is one like in that location.
Mm-hmm. Very funny.
You know what? Maybe we'll pick up two. Maybe we'll pick up two, and yeah, I will shout out Selena if they can give us if the Selena 52 truck stop can give us a boost. Ours is doing relatively well compared to former numbers.
Good.
Yeah, it's ours is doing okay
Awesome.
for
Awesome.
for us.
That's
Ours is
all that
doing okay.
matters. Yeah, dude. Growth is growth. That's how I look at it.
I mean, we have one post that had 275 views, and then the next one had pushing 1,600 now. So
Nice.
it's
Heck
not
yeah.
a ton, not a ton,
Heck
but you know
yeah.
that's better than the like 4 we were getting early on. But that's the thing. Like that's how I find out about podcasts is I see clips of them and I'm like, yo, that was funny. I
Yeah.
gotta see what's going on here. I did get both of our ones up from. I got the. Oh, I just got another like actually about the one that got hit by all the bikes.
Oh yeah.
Somebody commented on that. It was actually a funny comment. I gotta actually go back to it now. Hold on. Um, he said, "I've had 2 bicycles hit my truck, and I also live in Washington." I was like, "Yes." I don't know if he was trying to be funny, but when I read it, I did laugh.
Yeah, no. Maybe he's just preaching to the choir. That's all it really was. He was really just trying to be relatable.
Somebody saved it too, which is kind of funny. The bicycle one said if that guy had a nickel for every time he got hit by a truck, he'd only have 15 cents, but it's still odd that it happened 3 times.
That's a good one. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty accurate and a thinker.
The cock and bull one said some drinks have great names and some don't. Fortunately, this one does.
Some
Um,
don't.
yeah, and then it said fortunately this one does.
I like that.
Yeah, I do need to throw. I need to throw some more stuff up on the TikTok. I hate like the thing that sucks is like the best times to do it, like you said, are like what you said, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, right? I believe is what you said. And then I always get fucking like if I'm ever working, I get tangled up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm like, oh fuck. Because I remember the other day I had one in the drafts, and I was about to post it, and then my radio at work goes off. I said fuck, and then I didn't get back to it.
See that, and here's the thing: an optimized posting schedule. Really, I think that especially for us trying to get traffic, I think we should post one every 2 days if we have the content. Because one, that only matters for people who are trying to go from 500,000 views to 700,000 views, like really capture the whole people.
Yeah,
Um, because looking at our average people are going to be like us who are off in the evenings. Every Faith spends her time on TikTok. My coworkers spend their time on TikTok. So it kind of makes sense that like I was thinking too large scale whenever I was looking and trying to think of the schedule itself, and it's like we're not we're not capturing the whole market, and realistically within that, that's I kind of redirected the same thing at work, the my game plan and my social media schedule at work, because now I'm just like, you know what, I just want consistent good content covering everything. And so the times, I'll look at the times sometimes in terms of the best times to post, because certain days it is better to post at 4 rather than at 10 a.m. But for the most part, just getting your content out there, because everybody's on social media. They're gonna see it either way. Now we're just two. inclined to get on our phone.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to. I think we'll, if you don't mind, I'll swing this over to our fantasy football league, which
Yup.
I think I'm going to give weekly updates on this bitch. I want to say one thing right now. We could even clip this and put it on social media. Dean won't find it for about 5 years. I hate how much extra work I have to do because this motherfucker doesn't want to play fantasy football.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't even worry about it. I might even just say, like, he's not, I don't know. I think he's just I mean, it's just a give me. If you don't even show up for the draft, and it's not even showing up, it's literally getting on your cell phone, and then you could get off for 10 minutes, and then you could hop back on. All he needed to
That's
do
what everybody
was,
was doing.
for me, I just needed one draft from him to be actually picked so that I saw that, oh, he knew and got on and understood, but he didn't. I know he didn't even realize that it went on, that it happened.
I'll give him one little piece of credit. He did set his lineup already, which, you never know who's going to get hurt at practice or whatnot. But I remember the day after.
Well, that's upsetting.
The day after I checked his lineup, and I said, this motherfucker has the suspended fucking Chiefs player. What the fuck was his name? Hold on. Where is he? There he is. Rashee Rice. He had Rashee Rice, who was suspended, and he had him in his lineup, and I thought, you've got to be kidding. Like, I got like legitimately upset. I was like, you can't be serious. Like, it's week 1, and this jackass already isn't changing his shit. And I checked back the next day, and Rashee Rice was out of his lineup. I said, okay.
Well, I'm gonna just go ahead. I'll just skip to my forecast. I just need to give a forecast because overall, I'm happy with my team. I'm happy with how everything went. I had too good of luck last year. I looked at my schedule and the predictions, and I do believe it is correct. I think I'm gonna win one game this year.
Really? Is it going to be
Yeah.
against Dean?
Uh, I hope, and if it's not, but if you look, you can look at the projections for me too, though, and you'll see like, oh yeah, he's gonna lose. I'm projected to lose every single week, but I think I'll pull one of them out. So
I think you'll pull a couple more than one of them out because you got Chris Boswell. I had Chris Boswell in my work league last year, and I won a few games that I wasn't supposed to win because he had like fucking 25 points.
I remember a few of those because, yeah, you know what? Well, hopefully so. I was very, very iffy. I was happy with my team, and then I was like, well, shoot, we all have good teams, though. That's what sucks.
We really do. Like, I was happy with my team, and I saw him projected to lose week 1. Like, I got a pretty solid team, and I look at the team that I'm playing against this week, and I'm like, how the fuck am I projected to lose? But
Yeah. Yeah,
um,
I'll definitely.
Dean's team sucks.
Yeah,
Dean's
but
team,
the thing is,
Dean's team is trash.
if I don't win more than him, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably the same thing I do now. Nothing about it because football's shit. I'll just sit here and complain like a loser.
I still can't believe that jackass won a championship.
I can because he knows a lot about football and he used to pay
Well, yeah,
attention.
but he doesn't use it. He doesn't use his knowledge about football.
Now he doesn't. Whatever. Yeah, but he won it. He won on. I don't know. He. That's what upset me with him was he knew because he used to draft. Like I remember his teams were freaking good, except for the. Except for one year, he just drafted all Eagles.
All Eagles. That was when not only did he draft all Eagles. I remember that draft. We were at the house. There was like fucking out of the whole league. This was still. I think this was still when we were 8-man because we're 10-man now. I think this was our last year as an 8-man league, and I think 5 or 6 of us were in person, sitting there in a circle on our phones, drafting. And I remember we had to like 3 times tell Dean like, "Hey, dude, you're up, draft." And then I remember it got to a certain point where he kept like not paying attention, and somebody tried to get his attention, and I was like, "Hey, Fuck him.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I was like, just let him auto draft. Fuck it. Like he's here. Just let him fuck this up. Like we can see that he's here and he's just not looking at his phone.
Which makes sense. That is Dean. I mean, which you cannot care. I don't care about fantasy football
No,
that much,
especially if there's no money in it. Yeah, but like,
but I care enough to. Well, even if there's money in it, I can't really care because it just takes too much time to be good at that. There's too many players and too many I can't keep up with all these young guys and these new guys, especially with everything that I'm doing. I'm just too occupied to focus on football, and whenever you can't watch it. So for me, it's more about staying connected to all of you guys, and then through it, it's how I keep up with football. It's an extra way I keep
yeah,
up with what's going on in football. So it's like my weekly update, my daily update. Honestly, it's where I
dude,
see injuries and everything.
a lot of fantasy football is just luck, anyhow. It really is. Like,
Yeah.
cause you never know when your guys are gonna get hurt. Like, I remember in my work league, I specifically, so like, I didn't have very good running backs. I got Kenneth Walker and Tony Pollard, and then I remember as I got deeper into the draft and I needed more, I drafted their backups because every year I get all of my fucking running backs get hurt,
So you
and
just
I'm like, you ain't getting me this year.
did that
Like when,
help? Did it work?
um, no, my team does not look that good. I got Lamar Jackson, Puka Nakua, Drake London. Outside of that, my team looks pretty trash. Zay
Mm.
Flowers is good. But yeah, I'm not too confident in my work league this year, but there's also some guys in my work league that are stupid. They just
Might
like
make some decisions that just yeah.
yeah, like
That's funny.
there was a guy in the work league I think that drafted a defense like fourth round or something like that. I'm like, okay, I'm not I'm not too worried here.
Yeah, it's funny because I was going to draft a defense really early too, and then I forgot that I was trying to play or I was trying to do stupid, and I just started drafting running backs and wide receivers, and then Steelers defense was taken,
Yeah,
and
I
I
have
was
it.
disappointed. Yeah, and I also I wanted to get old steroid note juice freaking gummy bear lover. Um, DK Metcalf, and then Sealy
I was
still.
about to say, who the fuck is that? But yeah,
um, and then there was somebody else that I also wanted, and Sealy took him, and I was like, "Fuck!" Oh, it was our tight end, Pat Fremont.
oh yeah, old Pat.
Yeah, I wanted
Um,
him, and he took him right before I did.
yeah, I fucked up on running backs in my work league, so that was like my first 3 rounds in this league was running backs. I got B. John Robinson and Chase Brown, and who else did I have? I had somebody else too.
Oh, look at mine. I'm happy with my team. My team's solid as crap. It's not going to be solid enough to win anything because everybody else's is like mine's solid, but it's like solid.
Yeah,
It's just you know.
I just gotta hope that Jaden Daniels has a fucking huge year, because dude, if you get a quarterback that can run and can score some touchdowns, that'll do you some big favors. Like my work league, that is my highlight. I have Lamar Jackson, so
Yeah. Yeah.
if I win, that'll be where I win. But I hate that in my work league I didn't get Chris Boswell because he was my savior last year.
Yeah. I have Lamar Jackson in my other league, and I was gonna get him in this league, but I think Josh Allen's gonna win the MVP this year. I think he's gonna go off. So
Yeah, I mean he did last year.
I'm banking on him just you know trying to
Yeah,
actually bring the Bills back. And if they don't, then I'm projected one in like 14, so it doesn't matter.
the Bills are always my like it when the Steelers are out. I'm always like, all right, let's go Bills. And I have been for a
Yeah,
while. I don't know why. I think it's ever since Josh Allen showed up, really, because I don't know why I just liked him. I was like, yeah, he's pretty cool. Like seems like a good dude. He knows how to play football. And on top of that, like the Bills are one of those teams that like as good as they are now, like historically, they're just one of those teams that you feel bad for.
yeah,
Like they've been to the Super Bowl 4 times and have never won the fucking thing.
Hmm.
So when I'm obviously if the Steelers are playing them, I want them to lose. But when the Steelers get bounced out of the first round of the playoffs, I'm like, all right, come on, Bills. Like
Yeah.
don't let it be the Chiefs and don't let it be the 49ers.
Dude, I didn't realize how good the Bills were back in the 80s and 90s until I watched the Cowboys documentary that's out.
Yeah.
Um, my gosh, those guys were killers in the 90s. Holy
Yeah.
cow. They were freaking, like, that blew my mind. I was like, okay, now I understand where the Bills Mafia comes from, because there
Hmm.
used to be something to be proud of. Now,
Yeah.
now there is, but for a long, good 20 years there wasn't. So
No.
that's,
I remember their biggest highlight for the longest time was whenever they got fucking like 36, 37 year olds Terrell Owens. Like that was like their
that's,
highlight.
dude,
That's a
they
fucking
felt,
hidden memory that I just unlocked out of nowhere. It was T.O. playing for the Bills. Yeah, it was one of his last years.
huh. There's somebody else that I don't know. That's the issue with that. I don't
Ryan
know.
Ryan Fitzpatrick played there too. Ryan Fitzpatrick fucking awesome. Like not the world's best football player, but there's something likable about that guy.
Oh no, he's every team liked him at some point. I
Yeah,
dang
shit.
near
He
said
only played for 40 of them. He
yeah.
played for 40 of the 32 teams.
And you do have to say 40 because all of the sub teams that he probably played for.
Yeah, man. There's just some guys like I don't know what it is. There's just some guys in the NFL that people just like, and like, and there's
Like Jameis Winston. You
dude.
can't not like that guy.
I think if you don't like Jameis Winston, you got a serious fucking problem. Like I think if you legitimately if you don't like him, whatever. If you dislike him, like if you're indifferent about him and you don't care one way or the other, okay, sure, I'll give you a pass. But if you like see Jameis Winston or like hear him talk or see a clip of him or just anything that his personality is in, which is everything that he does,
Yep.
if if you can see Jameis Winston and think, man, I hate that guy, like I probably don't want to talk to you. Like
No,
that guy is just fun, dude. He's just hilarious.
exactly what you're doing now, where you're just smiling. That's what he does. He chirps you up. He made like his energy through a video. I couldn't imagine being on this football team, dude. He would
Yeah.
either I would piss my pants crying and laughing while also being motivated at the same time because, dude, he pulled he is
His
just
pregame speeches with the Saints were funny as shit.
oh my
Uh, the
gosh.
probably the highlight of the preseason was the video of him and Jackson Dart doing the W thing.
Oh yeah, where he was
I saw that shit and I was like, oh man,
his
that that,
teammates.
that, that made me like Jackson Dart too. I was like, all right, the Jackson Dart kid's gonna be all right.
Yeah. Dude, he's so funny. He was funny with the Buccaneers. I'm excited to see him with the Giants. I think he'll get some playing time. Uh, I love him.
I don't know. He
He's
might. I think Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's a starter for now. I think he's gonna end up getting benched for Dart like relatively soon. I think Russ has got 5 games. I think Russ has got 5 6 games to be old Russell Wilson, like
mm,
or a young Russell Wilson, or he's coming out. Because
yeah.
Jackson Dart was a high pick, and hopefully he doesn't get hurt. But if he does get hurt, then Jameis Winston will play. But yeah, that's a hell of a quarterback room they got for the first time in Giants
A long
history.
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
I that's a good prediction for him. I don't know why. I feel like Russell Wilson's gonna get hurt this year. He's probably gonna
it
retire.
wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Uh,
I think some guy is definitely going to get this hurt this year. Is fucking. I mean, again, not rooting for anybody to get hurt ever, but some guy that I think is going to get himself fucked up is Justin Fields.
oh
After
yeah.
after seeing him play with the Steelers, if he would have been the full time starter for the Steelers last year, by week 10, he would have been fucking brutally injured.
Yeah.
He would have gotten so fucked up. Because I just remember watching the games that he did start, and I remember like flinching, like oh shit,
Mm,
because just the way he runs like a running back,
yeah. Well, it's
and which
inexperience in the league. I feel like he
yeah
didn't.
yeah it's playing for the Bears.
That's the issue. He's like, shit, I gotta run because he's not used to having any line to protect him. So
Yeah,
that's disappointing.
like
Where's he at now? Jets.
Jets. Yep.
Yeah.
So the week 1 is former Steelers quarterback against former Jets quarterback. on opposite teams. It's
And
Rodgers and
both of them
Fields,
are kind
and
of iffy.
and both of them are not that great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good news is our defense is better.
Oh, our
So
defense is fucking killer.
I'm uh I'm excited to watch that game. Hopefully I'll watch that game. Shoot, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, season starts, and by the time this comes out, season will have started. By the time this comes
Yeah,
out,
technically.
so whenever we
That's
say this
19.
right now, by the time this comes out, we are already one game into the NFL season, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Eagles beat the Cowboys like 41 to like 13.
I like that score. I'm going to go 43-17.
Oh, all right. If either
I
of us are even anywhere remotely close to right, that would be some shit. I get
Yeah.
to if I'm right, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket immediately.
If I'm right, I'm just gonna call it out on here and probably ask Wyatt to clip it to put on the podcast channel. I don't know.
I think I'll do it beforehand. I think I will clip it before the fucking game starts, and I'll
Just in case.
yeah,
That's a good call.
I'll
Yeah.
clip it and post it like right before kickoff.
Yeah. That's so fun, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
and
writing
then
that down now. Let's review that.
and
So
then there's a Friday game this year, by the way, that we can watch in person if you would like, because I will be in town. Chiefs Chargers
oh yeah.
in Brazil, I believe it is. Chiefs Chargers Friday, and you'll never guess what it's streaming on without looking. Take a wild guess. We'll be able to watch it, no problem.
Amazon Prime?
It's on YouTube.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Why? That's awesome.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
That
not
is
complaining.
fucking awesome. And it doesn't even say YouTube TV. It says YouTube.
Well, you know what else that means? That means we can literally watch and like record that shit, like our
We could.
reactions, and we can clip anything with it and not matter. That's
We could, yeah.
cool. Well, hopefully something cool happens that we could throw back up there, need be. And
And
if
then
not,
we got a big ass lineup Sunday that I will try to be. I'll probably be leaving town early Sunday morning, and just to catch the game so I don't miss anything. Because Steelers kick off at 1 p.m.
yeah,
So I want to fight through all that shit before I have to deal with it. I might have to go around the long way just to avoid Pittsburgh. I might have to go down Greensburg way and then come up. I'll actually when I get in Friday, I'll show you. I got the hookup on game watching because I'm friends with Sealy. So and he for some reason always knows where to find games. So I won't say it on the recording in case they gotta. I don't want to tell on anybody. We'll say it that
Yeah.
way. But there will be a way to watch football.
yeah. That's all I care about are the Steelers games that I can, and I think this week I'll actually be able to sit down and watch a game. I don't know what I have planned Sunday, so
Yeah.
be good to get out there and or to stay in here and do that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Sweet. Sweet.
That's about all I got football wise. That's about all I got anything wise, really. If you got any closers or if you got anything else you want to bring in.
Yeah, well, I got two things we'll close with. The Thunderbolts movie, pretty darn good.
I've heard it was good. I meant to watch it. I might end up watching it
It's now on Disney
this
Plus.
weekend. Yeah.
It's really good. I understand and find it funny their marketing ploy for the new Avengers now. After watching that movie, I understand it. But that movie wasn't even half as good as what that first Avengers was, because that movie was just revolutionary for what it did, I think.
Dude,
and what
that
it
first
brought to
Avengers
theaters.
movie, the first Avengers movie was a mind blower because it was like the first of its kind. It was
Yes.
like, what do you mean you got all these guys in one movie?
Yeah. It just, but for what it is and having the characters in it, plus it tied in so many things that has been, long standing. Just, it's a very good movie. I highly recommend it. And now for my real review, Carnivore Crisps. This
Oh,
right here,
shit.
yeah. So these are basically, everybody knows those expensive ass snacks that nice cuts of steak and everything. Listen, I bought a variety pack for $60. Nothing against this freaking company. a butthole. That's what they taste like. They are awful, bro. They, ugh, every kind. The sirloin, the top round. You can have the best cuts of beef. Still taste like you're eating beef heart. And
Are they just like meat chips?
it's literally steak that they slice in salt and completely dehydrate. So it's just the meat and the salt. So it's dehydrated into a crisp. Very bad. A huge waste of money on the variety part. And as somebody that literally eats nothing but sugar and meat, I was like, this is the perfect snack for me because I love beef. I love all that stuff. No, not in any way. It very much surprised me how much I did not like it. So I got to give it a 2 out of 10. And the only reason it's getting a 2 is because there are 12 grams of protein in it per serving, and there's not, which is really good for what you're getting in that. But you know what? It's too expensive, and it tastes like crap. So I don't recommend it to people unless you have a bunch of money and you want to throw it in the garbage. That's about it. Other than that, I'm excited for this weekend because now we got a bunch of things to look forward to. We'll see what
Yeah,
you're into. Maybe we'll get into some stuff as well. And like yeah, then everybody will hear about it there next week.
yeah. You know,
Sweet.
we might even spring a little. You know, if we're feeling froggy, we might even spring a little bit of extra content with the football game. So
Yeah, that'd be good.
might even bring y'all an episode 36.5. We won't count as an official one. Won't count as an official one, but we might spring a little 36.5 for the football game.
Little, not behind the scenes, but between the scenes.
Yeah, yeah, between the scenes. Yeah, yeah, we really haven't had a podcast where we were like invested in the football because we started this in January. By then the Steelers were dead.
Yeah,
You know,
the only thing we talked
the
about heavy
Ravens
was
slaughtered them. So
yeah, the only thing we really talked about was the Super Bowl, and it wasn't even the football as much as everything that.
it's just everything else.
Yeah, so a
Yeah.
little bit of a drop off, but yeah. So heck yeah, looking forward to that. Well, if you're good, dude, I'm good, and I haven't seen anybody raise their hands, so I don't think anybody has any questions. Uh,
Nice. I'll raise my candy corn, but that's just because eat candy corn, motherfucker.
I'll raise
Eat,
Dawn.
yeah, eat candy corn or get the out.
Yep, that is exactly how we're ending this. Listen to that because that's the best thing. Episode 36 is well, it's in the books. We'll see you guys later.